coming back to Deb Chanel's 48 World, where we do the bold and the beautiful reviews and recaps. But I want to wish everybody a happy and safe, happy Halloween, who all believe in it. May you have many tricks or treats, depending on what you're doing on this holiday season. And hopefully it is a safe one for you, or it will be a safe one for you when you're out with your kids trick-or-treating or whatever. Okay, getting into the bold and the beautiful today. Woo! Was it a treat for some, or was it a trick? For me, it was a treat because I was liking every minute of it. Especially when Bill just said, I can't do it, Reb, can't do it. I object to this whole ceremony idea. I got to go, Reb. Peace out, everybody. We're going to get married, but not today. Okay, deuces. Bye-bye. See you all. All y'all see yourself out. I got to dip. I got to go. Can't take it no more. I'm fuming because Ridge was up there. All thing I can think about on this day is that Ridge interrupted once again my marriage to you, Brooke. So, deuces. Don't try to do nothing else behind my back, but I just need some time to myself. I need some alone time to get my thoughts in order and plot my revenge. It was a treat for me. Where do I begin? Okay. Anyway, we go with Thomas and Caroline are at a Halloween party, the Forest of Creations, I guess, first annual Halloween party, because we ain't seen one last year. Anyway. And they're waiting on the other guests to show up. We pick back up off where things ended on last Friday's episode, the 29th. Nicole tells Maya she will be a surrogate again. And she says she will get Zende to come around. Now I'm like, silly, silly, silly girl Nicole. Silly girl is going to be her name from now on until she get her act together. I don't know what's going on with Nicole. I think she's having some postpartum depression or something. And everybody's not really realizing what's going on with this little chick. Because nobody in her right mind, her age, is going to do this type of thing, a surrogacy, again. Once it's understandable, and it could be definitely detrimental to a relationship when it's definitely not with that person you're having a baby for. But how does she couldn't control Zende then? The first time go around. He only came around when she was giving birth. But from day one of conception to her giving birth that particular day, he went around. He couldn't understand exactly what she's doing. Now, how in the heck does she think she's going to convince him to come around again now? Nope, that's fair game for Sasha. Sasha really wouldn't be cheating this time. She don't wait it. She gave up Thomas, which was an admirable thing, trying to put that family back together. But we know it's going to sink just like the Titanic did a long time ago. Okay. Anyway, Zende ain't finna wait. He too horny, too young, and too viral. What do you call it? Virile to be trying to sit and wait on Nicole. Because that's the only thing he could think about when he with her anyway is sex, sex, sex. So I'm like, Nicole, are you running away from sexual acts with Zende? Does that make you uncomfortable? What's wrong with you? You know, sex is not your thing, which is okay if you're not a sexual person. But I don't think you want to be a monk or a nun either. I mean, do you want to get married before you participate in a lot of sexual activity? Which is very admirable if that's where you're going with it. But right now, you want to get knocked up with somebody's sperm. And I'm like, writers, you lost me. I really don't know what's going on with the storyline. Because I'm like, you played it before. We did not like it. I didn't care to see Nicole carrying Maya and Rick's, baby to term. I mean, it was once is enough. You should have shot this scene down. Unless you're trying to play up another scene where you put Sasha and Zende back together, which they are a perfect couple. They love sex. They love partying. They love just life itself. Them two should be together, and they definitely should go wherever you got Daisy and Marcus at. Because I sure hadn't seen them. Seemed like since Stephanie died. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's another coming of another episode, I'm sure. You got in the works. But anyway, I'm just not understanding the whole plot unless you're going to get Nicole falling for Rick. And that's a plausible thought. Not one I really want to see, but if you could play it up where it'd be interesting, I would submit to even looking at it. Okay, but right now I'm not really stomaching it. I mean, is Maya trying to go out to do another show? another soap series. I mean, what's going on? She want to do something else. She's starting another acting career. I mean, what? I don't understand the plot that you're going. So I'm giving you writers a chance to uh, make it appealing to me. Okay, play something up so we can see where y'all going with it. But that's my storyline plot if y'all want to use it. Okay. Anyway, we moving on from that situation because, like I said, really wasn't worth talking about, but I thought I would touch on some bases just to see if you all are thinking what I'm thinking. They're trying to play this story up to be, because I just understand a sister being that compassionate about another sister with, you know, using her body as an incubator to sit there and hold babies, you know, at her older sister's whim and her husband's whim. I mean, come on, don't you have a life? Don't you want to do something else with yourself other than being a surrogate? Huh. Anyway, so moving on. Don't really want to go back down that street. Okay, then we have you know, Nicole tells Maya she would be the surrogate again. And she says she would get Zendaya to come around, back it up. He not coming around. He finna bounce on your behind and go right back to Sasha. Okay, then we have Zendaya shows up at the party and finds no Nicole. But he gets a text from her saying she wants to see him upstairs. I don't know if that Zendaya don't have an office, so I guess they meeting in Rick's office. I don't know who office they meet in. It might be Caroline. Who knows? They use it periodically here and there. Then we have Pam and Charlie. They finally show up, looking like some old Western set back in the day. Cowboy Marshall and little lady by his side. You know, they both talking about where's Count Dracula and Zendaya they're talking about. And they let them both know he's upstairs talking or having a conversation with Nicole. Maya dips down to the Forestry Creations office with a little box and a brown egg in it. And then she tries to motion Rick to think about what the brown eggs suggests. He finally gets it with his slow self and say, oh, she decided to have a baby for us again. And they're so happy. I'm like, okay, could that be a storm brewing on the horizon for you all's relationship? You know, that's what I'm saying. Is Nicole going to come between y'all? Because she's going to feel like those are both her babies. Rightly out so, but I'm like, you sign one of them away. I don't think you're going to be signing this other one away. But that's a bad, poor choice you're doing, Nicole. But like I said, you're screaming for help, but nobody's listening to you. But they're going to soon listen later on, aren't they? Then we have Nicole tell Zendaya she's going to be Maya and Rick's surrogate once again. Zendaya looks at her like he just want to haul off and slap her, or push her to the floor, or drag her around the room to make some sense out of what she just said to have come out her mouth. You know, he's looking very, very disappointed, very shocked, very surprised, and quite annoyed. You know what I'm saying? With Nicole. Okay, then we have the wedding is still going on at Bill's place, but it looks as if Bill is trying to hold something back, meaning some unresolved emotion towards Brooke and the whole situation that had transpired to why, you know, he had to get all, you know, pumping out his chest, you know what I'm saying, trying to flex his ability to throw Ridges behind out his house, you know what I'm saying? So that's all thing he's really thinking about. He can't even really think about everything that happened prior to what he saw towards the end of his wedding day. He just got, he's like, no, stop, Reverend. You know that part where it says, is there anybody here that wants to interrupt the ceremony because they don't think the two little birds need to be, you know, married? Honey, Bill couldn't hold his peace. He said, I can't do it, Rev. No, flag on play, stop it. So he immediately, abruptly stops his own wedding. Okay, we go to commercial. We come back. We're back on Bill and Brooke's wedding when Bill stops the wedding. Like I said before we went to commercial, he tells Brooke, we will get married, but not today. Not today, baby. Because the only thing I'm thinking about on this day, looking back, is how Ridge, groveling behind, was upstairs trying to steal you away from me once again. Brooke begs Bill to marry her, but Bill leaves Brooke standing at the altar. I was shocked, surprised, and kind of intrigued all in one. I said, boy, they just waited till Halloween of all days to throw this trick into the mix. You know what I'm saying? I like, ooh, give me some more trail mix. Give me some more popcorn. Hell, give me a pizza. It was just too hilarious. Okay, then we go to Zendaya. Zendaya is really giving Nicole the business about Maya, Rick having other options. He cannot understand for the life of him why Nicole wants to do this once again to them and to herself and their relationship. He not even, I mean, it's just like, these are not even your babies, nut. These are not your babies. These could be our babies. But you sitting up here having babies for your sister and, you know, her husband, which is his uncle, or is it his cousin? I get confused sometimes. But anyway, y'all stay with me. Zende is just sitting up there talking about he horny. He has his needs. He's being once again insensitive about what Nicole is feeling. Nicole says she's doing it again, and that's it. Her final answer. Okay. Zende look at her. He walk out on her. I said, what is this? All the men just walking out on these women today? What kind of spell Halloween has put on these creatures? Okay. Then we go to RJ. RJ is questioning why is his mom at home. And I'm like, RJ, all that dirt you did prior to prior to the incident of her being at home. Don't you think you have played a part in that? Setting Ridge up, putting him out there like that, giving him the motions, the green light to go over there and destroy his mother's wonderful wedding day to be here, and you're gonna act like you had no hands in this debacle? Oh, come on, RJ. Be serious. Then we have Brooke tells RJ she's not married because Bill called off the wedding. Okay. Brooke, can you share a little bit more tears and have a little bit more empathy for being left at the altar? Can you muster up a little bit more empathy for yourself? Okay. We go to commercial. We come back. We have the Forest Creations Halloween Bash is still in effect. Everybody's partying. And Zende, he went downstairs boozing it up, y'all. He acting like he boozing up. He don't even look good drunk. You know what I'm saying? He had no suaveness about himself. But anyway, he's not making any sense. He's just throwing back little shots here and there. Thomas and Caroline come over, try to figure out what the heck is going on with him and what Nicole is. But that, you know, he trying to tell them, she went back, man. She called herself going, just abandon our relationship and go have babies for everybody and their mama. And they like, what the hell is he talking about? And so, of course, Caroline, you know, she's just trying to get back in good graces with Rick and trying to, not Rick, I'm sorry, Thomas. And she's just trying to just keep his eyes on her and this, that, and the other. So she's like, okay, we're going to leave him alone because he's crazy. We got time for this. So, they go on back to dance and leave him alone because Thomas did try to take some of the shots away from him, but he was motioning him away like, man, if you don't stop messing with me, you're going to draw back a nub. And, of course, you know how they go. Silver robbery or cousins rivalry. They don't want to get into it. Everybody's feeling nice. So they they'll figure it out on his own, whatever going on with him. Then, you know, they start throwing back more shots, and then he finally sees Sasha, or the back of Sasha's head and body, and he know who it is. But anyway, he motions and goes up behind her, and he start, you know, making small chitter chatter with her about what's going on. But frankly, she understands his banter, his craziness, what he's got coming out of his mouth. So he ends up taking her around the curtains or wherever they are, where they can be alone and talk secretively about the situation. And of course, Sasha's just shocked. And she can't, you know, got her mouth wide open like, you know, you could just shove a Subway sandwich in there and it'll fit just appropriately. You know what I'm saying? That's how big her mouth is open. And her eyes is bulging too, like, woo, I got another shot at you. I got another chance to be a four-star. You know, that's all she wants anyway. But she wants love. But this time she'll be getting it kind of honestly. On a rebound type of situation. But Nicole don't put her foot up her own behind this time. Okay? Then we go to RJ. RJ sees how brokenhearted his mom is. And he's rethinking what he asked Ridge to do. You know, but he ain't really trying to feel so sorry. He's just looking a little complex. So I just put it like maybe he's feeling a little remorse. You know what I'm saying? But towards the end of the story, nah, that boy ain't remorse. He's just more calculated and manipulative as ever. Okay? Then we go back to Bill. Bill's back at home. He's in a dark, empty house. And he's thinking about everything that had transpired during his wedding day. Ridge is over Brooke's house, checking on RJ, saying if RJ is okay. RJ tells his dad that Bill and his mom didn't get married. And Ridge is shocked to hear that news, but not necessarily shocked because when he came up, he saw Brooke's car in the driveway. And I'm like, how does he have a key to this woman's house? When would she ever learn, Lord? When should she ever learn? He don't stay there. That means he needs to be knocking on the door. Okay, or at least at the gated fence and the security people saying, can he come up? Can Rusty Dusty come up? Can Rusty Dusty come up? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, Rusty Dusty, your name got taken back from you again. I have to give you your fake name, Rusty Dusty, because you acting very trifling. She just threw you out over Bill's house. Then you're going to come crawling like RJ some little person and all this. RJ don't need you tonight, man. But anyway, Rusty Dusty come over there and have a little talk with his son. Talking about he going to get the family back together. He ain't giving up on Brooke just as yet. And I'm like, writers, if y'all don't cool this storyline down, I'm about to throw some ice on it myself because I'm just tired of Flip Flopper, which is Brooke, and Dusty Rusty. It has to end, okay? It has to end. Okay, we go, we're back at the scene of the Forest Creations Halloween costume party, and everyone is enjoying themselves as usual. But Zendaya and Sasha still talking about Nicole and him are over. I'm like, wait a minute now. You walked out on Nicole. That would give me think the relationship is in trouble. But you did not say one time, I'm through with you. I'm gone. Deuces. You know, go on and have a mini baby. You can have a football field of babies. But guess what? You're not going to have me in your life. Deuces and bounce. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. He left it unresolved once again. Well, he's going to do something stupid. And technically, Sasha may come up pregnant for real this time. Because he said to Sasha, even though he was under the influence of alcohol, but he was talking pretty straight to me. You know what I'm saying? That he's through. They're through. So, Sasha do, the whore mentality thing. She said, okay. She had to hear it twice for herself. Y'all through? Y'all ain't together no more? So, I don't know, because she didn't look like she was drinking nothing. But she slid on over there, the first base, honey, and planted that one big wet kiss on Zendaya. And Zendaya was shocked, like, what the hell? He pushed her away. But it seemed like, that was a push away that he gonna come back and put her back in his arms and do the darn thing again. You know, the wild thing. Wild thing. Okay, but anyway. We go to RJ. And RJ and Rusty Dusty are still talking about, putting their family back together. And RJ is pretty much saying, well, give her a couple of days, but definitely don't bother her tonight. She's nursing some wounds and whatnot. Then they show us a scene of Brooke is upstairs looking out her bedroom window, grieving in solace, you know what I'm saying? Just grieving. And then Bill is at home remembering their almost wedding in Dubai. And he's holding their wedding rings that he had got for them for this particular, for Brooke, for this particular wedding that was supposed to happen here on Halloween night. But both of them are just terrible. Can't see the forest for the trees. He's disappointed, angry, and lost. And Brooke is just lost. Oh, I should say Flip Flopper. That's going to be her name, y'all, because she can't get it together. I mean, Will was right. You should have threw his behind out on his head or called for reinforcements. Bill could have made that happen ASAP, and he would have been willing. He'd be like, okay, just pronounce his husband and wife so we can go and take this jet and go on but I'll be it because I got a ride or die chick with me. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't go out like that. She ain't go out like no G. She had to listen to his sad story. That was he's RJ's father and all this mess. I'm like, girl, get out of here. I can't take you no more. I can't take the whining. But anyway, you had your pity party by yourself. You are by yourself at this time. But anyway, don't look. Bill's gonna give you another chance. If he do, you better take it. Don't look back. Leave Rich in the dust. Okay, leave him in the dust. Okay. Alrighty. So anyway, she just don't know which man to choose. Really, she let down Bill. She let down a man, and then Rich, the Rusty Dusty, he left. He let her down more than one time. So if she don't get her act together, I don't know what she could do. But like I say, Bill should stay with Katie. 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 Katie got the last laugh. Yes, she do. Katie got the last. How about you? What do you think? What do you think? Bam. Okay. Y'all, that's what I had to give y'all today. Okay. Everybody's hurt alike. Everybody's hurt. Except for Pam and Charlie. I wonder when they gonna get married. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm tired of seeing they old behinds going around here. Woo! I'm tired of them, y'all. But anyway, that was the Halloween special. Was it a treat or was it a trick for you? Hey, like I said, it was a treat for me. Bring me everything to sit down at this television screen come tomorrow because it's going to be some more fireworks, guys. But y'all take it easy. I hope y'all had a fun and festive time on this season. And I'll talk with you tomorrow, November 1st. Okay, bye-bye. Love you.